A business plan used to take weeks to write. You had to research your market, build financial projections, write an executive summary, and put together a document professional enough to show investors or a bank. Most people either skipped it entirely or paid someone thousands of dollars to write it. With AI, that whole process now takes a few hours, and the result is actually better than what most people would produce on their own. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to use AI to write a complete professional business plan from scratch. Before we get into the how, let's talk about the why, because a lot of people skip the business plan and it hurts them later. A business plan is not just a document you write to impress a bank. It's a thinking exercise that forces you to confront the real questions about your business before you've spent money and time finding out the hard way. Can you actually make money doing this? Who's your customer? How will you reach them? What are your costs? What does competition look like? A lot of bad business ideas die on paper, which is the cheapest place for them to die. A lot of good business ideas get significantly better when forced through the discipline of a written plan. Even if you're never going to show this to anyone, the process of writing it makes your business sharper. And if you do need funding from a bank, an investor, an SBA loan, a professional business plan is table stakes. You can't skip it. A complete business plan has these sections: an executive summary, a company description, a market analysis, an organizational structure, a product or service description, a marketing and sales strategy, a financial plan with projections, and an appendix with supporting documents. That sounds like a lot, and it used to be a lot. With AI, each section becomes a structured conversation between you and the AI, where you provide the information, and the AI helps you shape it into professional, compelling language. Let me walk through how to do each one. Open Claude or ChatGPT. Before you ask it to write anything, set the context. Tell it who you are, what business you're planning, and what the plan is for. Here's an example prompt you could use. I'm starting a mobile auto detailing business in Austin, Texas. I want to create a professional business plan to present to a local bank for a small business loan. I'll answer your questions as we go through each section. Please help me write a complete professional business plan. This sets the stage. Now the AI knows your context and your goal. Everything it generates will be calibrated to that. Good AI tools will then ask you clarifying questions or tell you what information they need. Work through it section by section rather than asking for the whole plan at once. You'll get much better results by going section by section. The executive summary is actually written last, even though it appears first. It summarizes everything else. Tell the AI you'll come back to this after completing the other sections. When you do write it, give the AI a summary of your full plan and ask it to write a compelling one-page executive summary. The executive summary should hook the reader, especially if this is going to investors. It needs to capture the problem you solve, your solution, your market opportunity, and your ask. The AI is excellent at this. Executive summary writing is about clarity and persuasion, and AI excels at both. You provide the substance. It handles the packaging. Describe what you offer, your packages, your pricing, your service delivery. Tell the AI everything you know about your product or service, and ask it to write a professional description that highlights value to customers. Ask it to help you articulate your unique value proposition. What makes your offering better or different from alternatives? This is sometimes hard to articulate clearly when you're close to it. AI is good at helping you see it from the customer's perspective and phrase it compellingly. If you have multiple tiers or packages, give the AI the details and ask it to write clear, customer-facing descriptions for each. The language it produces is often sharper than what you'd write on your own. Tell the AI how you plan to acquire customers: social media, word of mouth, Google advertising, partnerships, cold outreach, whatever your strategy is. Ask it to help you build out a complete marketing section. A good prompt here. My marketing strategy includes Instagram content, local Facebook groups, partnerships with car dealerships, and Google local service ads. Help me write a professional marketing strategy section that explains how each channel works and what results I expect. The AI will build this out into a complete, credible section. It knows what investors and banks want to see here: customer acquisition cost assumptions, target channels with justification, and a clear path from prospect to paying customer. Also, ask it for a simple sales process description. How does a lead become a customer? Walk through the steps and ask the AI to write it up professionally. This is the section most people dread most, and it's where AI provides the most valuable assistance for non-finance people. The AI cannot pull your numbers out of thin air. You need to provide the inputs, but it will tell you exactly what inputs you need and then help you build the projections from them. Start by giving the AI your cost structure: startup costs, monthly fixed expenses, variable costs per unit of service or product. Then give it your revenue assumptions: how many customers per month in year one, your average ticket size, and your growth rate assumption. Ask it to build a simplified 3-year income statement, a break-even analysis, and a cash flow projection for year one. These are the documents that banks and investors actually look at. For a spreadsheet, the AI can give you the formulas and structure. You don't need expensive financial modeling software. A basic Excel or Google Sheets with clear assumptions and projections is what most small business lenders want to see. Always review the financial projections carefully. Make sure the numbers actually reflect your business reality and aren't just optimistic defaults. Lenders and investors have seen thousands of business plans. Unrealistic projections are immediately obvious and destroy credibility. Once you have all sections drafted, tell the AI you want to review the entire document for consistency and professional quality. Ask it to identify any gaps or sections that need more detail. Then ask it to write the executive summary using everything you've built. For formatting, ask the AI to suggest a professional structure. Standard business plans use clear headers, short paragraphs, bullet points for lists, and tables for financial data. If you're going to present this to a bank or investor, consider using a tool like Canva or even Word with a professional template to make it look polished visually. Some AI tools like ChatGPT can format the final document quite cleanly. Ask it to give you the full plan in a formatted, printable version. Don't treat the AI output as final without reviewing it. The AI doesn't know your business the way you do. Review every section and make sure it accurately reflects your reality, your vision, and your knowledge of your market. Don't skip the financial section because it's hard. Banks care most about this section. If you can't project your numbers with reasonable confidence, that's a sign you need to think harder about your model before you're ready to pitch. Don't use vague language. Terms like, "we will capture a significant portion of the market" without any data are red flags to experienced readers. Be specific. What portion? Based on what assumption? And finally, don't write a business plan you don't actually believe in just because it sounds good. The best business plans are honest, specific, and grounded in real market knowledge. AI can help you communicate that clearly, but the substance has to come from you. Writing a business plan used to be one of the biggest barriers between having a business idea and actually pursuing it seriously. AI has removed that barrier almost entirely. You can now produce a complete professional business plan in a few focused hours, one that you'd feel confident presenting to a bank or an investor. If you found this helpful, subscribe to Node Pulse. I cover AI tools and strategies that actually move things forward in the real world. Subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.